66 million years ago. In a single moment, a visitor from space rewrote the history of life on Earth. Not over thousands of years. Not over centuries. But in just 24 hours. This video is not about what happened millions of years later. It is about the first day. The first 24 hours. After the asteroid hit. The asteroid was more than 10 kilometers wide, traveling faster than 20 kilometers per second. When it struck the Earth, the energy released was equal to billions of nuclear bombs detonating at once. The ground at the impact site did not crack. It did not shatter. It vaporized. For a brief moment, there was no sound, because everything nearby had already ceased to exist. Rocks were launched into space. The planet itself recoiled. Earth was no longer the world it had been seconds before.
The aftermath is immediate and devastating. An incandescent crater boils at the center.
Seconds after impact, the most powerful earthquake in Earth's history began to spread. The shock wave moved faster than sound, flattening forests, throwing animals through the air, and tearing the land apart. But this destruction was only the beginning. Trillions of tons of rock and metal were blasted into space. Minutes later, they began to fall back. As these fragments re-entered the atmosphere, friction turned the sky into a furnace. The air itself began to burn. Wildfires ignited across entire continents. Animals died not from flames, but from sudden, unbearable heat. There was nowhere to hide. Not underground. Not underwater. The planet was on fire. In the oceans, the impact unleashed waves unlike anything ever seen. Tsunamis hundreds of meters high raced across the seas at the speed of a jet aircraft. When they reached land, they erased coastlines in minutes. Entire ecosystems vanished beneath the water. The oceans, once a refuge, became instruments of destruction. Ash, dust, and sulfur rose into the upper atmosphere. Within hours, sunlight was blocked. Day turned into night. Temperatures began to fall rapidly. Photosynthesis stopped. Plants began to die. And with them, the foundation of the food chain collapsed. The extinction had begun, not with an explosion, but with darkness.
A noticeable dimming effect is visible across the continents, significantly altering the planet's albedo and temperature.
The most devastating consequences were still ahead. After 12 hours, the planet grew eerily silent. No roars, no forests, no blue skies, only ash drifting through the air. The largest creatures, those that once ruled the earth, were now the most vulnerable. Survival belonged to the small, the hidden, the adaptable. After 24 hours, the dinosaurs were not yet extinct. But their fate was sealed. In the months and years that followed, over 75% of all life on Earth would disappear. The asteroid did not kill the dinosaurs instantly. It created a world they could no longer survive in. This was not just an ending. It was a reset. From the ashes of extinction, new life would rise. If the asteroid had never fallen, the age of mammals might never have begun, and humans might never have existed at all. This is not just a story about dinosaurs. It is a story about how life collapses and begins again. If you want to continue this journey beyond extinction, beyond dinosaurs, and into the future of life on Earth, welcome to Dino and Beyond.